Hi there you guys, I'm Teddy from Bijuteo Beading and I'm coming with this lacy New Year's Eve tutorial which is absolutely easy to make. So I'm sure even if you are a beginner, this tutorial is for you and I'm showing it step by step. Thank to all of you that like, share, comment and subscribe. This helps me a lot, guys. You can also check my membership option because now you get a lot of value from membership. So without further ado, let's start with the list of the materials. Okay guys, so what I'm using here for this video are 11 seed beads in white color, 8 beads in golden color, earring findings and jump rings. This is nylon thread I'm using from Spark Beads. You could use Naimo, Mayuki, whatever you like. This is size 11 beading needle, use similar size of needle. These are scissors and these are flat nose pliers that I use only to attach my jump rings and my hooks to my work. Okay, my friends, and now I'm going to take about an arm span of thread on my needle and I'll be back. Okay, my friends, and the first thing I'm going to pick up on my needle is one white and one golden, and I'm gonna repeat this 6 times in total. So I have 6 white and 6 golden, and I alternate them. Now I'm sliding those beads down. I will stick my needle in my mat, and here guys, what I want to do is to make a knot, and I'm doing it by making here a loop and going twice, you could even do 3 times through this loop you've made and really gently pull. Okay, make sure you are between 2 beads and not sticking the neighbor beads in this loop. Then what I do is, just to be sure it's all nice, tight and secure, is to make one more knot here. Okay, now I have this. In my next step I want to go in one of the white beads. Take 3 white beads, and as you're exiting from one of the whites, go in the next white. Three more white beads, skip here the golden one and go in the next white. Another 3. And guess what, my friends? I'm going to repeat this until the end. Okay, I will continue. By the way, you can check the option of membership of my channel, because now you get 2 video courses and an access to a gallery with beading patterns. You can check this in description of my video. The link to the gallery and link to becoming a member. Okay, now what I want to do is go through these 2 beads and exit out of this middle white bead. And after that I will go through these beads here, the next 2, and the one after that. Why am I doing it? Because here I want to add a golden bead. And how I'm adding it, as I'm exiting from this white, I'm going backwards in the previous white and again through the one in the center, and I'm pulling, and I go through all of those beads in this direction. First through these 2, and next through these 2, and through the one after the angle. And I take 1 golden and go back like this. Okay, I have another golden attached here. and go through the next 2 beads. Then if you can, in one movement you could go through the next 3. Take again 1 golden, go back like this, and it is absolutely the same thing, guys. Just follow along with me. By the way, from the gallery that I mentioned with digital patterns, I allow you to sell the products that you create from my patterns. I mean the digital patterns you cannot sell, but the real creations that you make from them, I allow you to sell them, and you get a tremendous value from this gallery because it is growing every month, and each pattern is around $5 on online stores. So let's say if at the moment I have 20 patterns, this is $100 worth for just $6.99, which is the membership value, and you can start and cancel anytime. Not to mention the early access to new videos and the courses, the video courses that I have now there too, but I will be adding more in future. So you definitely could check the membership option. Okay, and with this row is ready. The next step is to go through these 2 white beads. Then what I need, guys, in my next step are 7 white beads. And I take these 7, I skip here the golden one, and I go in the next white. Okay, 7 again. And 7, and I'm going to continue this until the end of this row. By the way, to mention again the gallery with the patterns, I have free ones, so you could check my website, again down in description. And the ones for members, I have just added Valentine's digital patterns, so you could go there and prepare for this holiday. Okay, then again 7. And as I said, I will continue this absolutely the same way until the end of this row. Okay guys, what's coming up next? I'm going through 3 white beads and then through 2 more whites. By the way, if you want, you could share with me how long have you been following me and what do you think of my work and my tutorials. Please share that in the comments. Okay, and I take 2 white, 1 golden and 2 white beads, and I go here through the top 3 beads. Also, you can tell me what kind of designs you like. Do you prefer the hitch roll style? Or do you prefer like more lacy and classical designs? Or maybe both. Okay, again 2, 1 golden and 2 and I go through these 3. And by the way, feel free to share anything you want, and if you have any questions about the membership or something else, I'll be happy to answer. Sorry, I'm being really chatty today. Okay, I add this. And I will continue 3 more times adding those, and I'll meet you here. Okay, and here are the last 5 beads from this row. Again, I'm going through the 3 top beads. And by the way, if you want, you could also tell me in the comments how have you spent the holidays, where have you been, what have you done. I'm curious to know. I have been on my villa with a lot of friends. We were like 17 people and it was a great experience. Okay, so here I'm exiting out of the middle white bead and I take 1 golden and I go back through this white. I go here in this direction, here, and I want to exit of the middle white bead that is sticking out the most. If you remember the 3 beads that we were passing through in the previous row, I'm exiting out of the middle one of them. Okay, this one. And I take 1 golden and I go back through it. Just like this. I could have done this in the previous row, but I want to give more strength to my work. That is why I'm doing this in a separate row. Okay. Then what I do is that I go again through this middle one. So here I go through 1, 2, 3, 4 beads. Take 1 golden and go back through it, and you could go through the following just to save some time passing through the beads. Okay, and I'll do this off camera 3 more times and I'll be back. And here I am, my friends, where I'm adding my last golden bead from this row, and I go through as many beads as I can in this direction to save time. And now I exit through 1 of the golden beads. Okay, this is what I have. In my next step, I'm taking 5 white beads and I'm going through this golden. Five white again, and I'm just connecting these 2 golden beads. 5 more and next golden. And I'm going to continue these guys until the end of this row by adding 5 and going in the next golden. Okay, I'll do this off camera and I'll meet you here. Okay, my friends, and I'm here at the last step where I'm adding the last 5 beads and I'm still connecting the golden ones. I don't like how this all looks. That is why I'm going to make another row which will be more like a thread path. It will be additional thread path, and with it I will be creating angles and give a better shape to my work. Okay, how I do this? I go through 2 of those 5, skip the central one and go through the next 2 and through the golden. And guess what happens when I pull? A beautiful angle appears. I will show you again. I go through 2 of those 5 beads, skip the angle bead, and go through the next two and through the golden and pull. I repeat this 2, skip the central and go like this and pull. Okay, and I'm going to continue this until the end. Okay friends, and this is the last one that I'm creating. Then I go through 2 whites and through the third one. Okay, just like this. And now as I'm exiting through this one that is sticking out, I take 7 beads and I go through the next that is sticking out. Okay, again I take 7 and I go in the next one. And 7 again and I go in the next. Okay my friends, and I will continue adding 7 and I will meet you here at this point. Okay dear friends, and I'm adding here 7 more beads. And now guess what? I will make a similar reinforcement. So I go through 3 of those 7 beads. I'm going to skip the angle bead here and I'll go through the next 3 and also through the angle bead. And you know what happens when I skip a bead? I pop it up and create an angle. Then I want to go through 2 beads in this direction. And I want to take 1 golden. And then what I want to do is to go through the previous 2 beads before the angle and through the angle. Okay. And I'm adding it backwards like this. Then in my next step I'm going again through these 3 beads. And guess what? I want to create an angle. So I skip the central one and I go like this through all of those beads, reaching the angle. And when I reach the angle, guys, I repeat those same steps. I go through 2 beads because this is where I want to attach a golden one. I take a golden and I go 2 beads before the angle and through the angle and I pull. Then my friends, I go through 3 white beads, skip the angle bead and go through 3 whites and the angle one and I pull. Then go through the next 2, 1 golden and 2 white beads before the angle and through the angle. And then I go through 3 beads and I'm going to continue this, guys, until the end, just popping up some beads in the center, creating an angle and adding after that a golden bead. Okay, if you forget how I'm doing it, just rewind it and repeat it until the end and I'll meet you here. Okay my friends, and here I am where I'm adding the last bead from this row, just like that. And now you can end your earring like this, but I want to do an additional row of reinforcement. And how I'm going to do this, I go through all of those white beads, then I go here through the next white and I go through the golden and here in the next white. Okay. Why I do this? Just for reinforcement and making the edge of my earrings look better. Okay, then again going like this. As I said, it's not obligatory, but for me it makes difference and makes my work straighten up and gives it some kind of strength and not to be curly but straight at the edge, which makes it stay so much better when you put it on the ear. Okay, I'll do this off camera and I'll be back. Okay friends, and we're almost there. Here I am where I'm doing my last reinforcement, and now what I want to do is to make a knot and cut my thread. And I do it the usual way. I make a loop between two beads and then I go once or twice between them, and I make sure I'm between them when I pull. And then in my next step I go through some beads and I cut this tail thread. And in my next step, my friends, I want to attach my jump ring and my earring finding. Okay, so I open this jump ring and I go here through one of those beautiful golden beads. I put here my earring finding and I squeeze back in absolutely the same direction as I opened it. Okay, squeezing and pulling. Okay, and now guys, I have this. Okay guys, and now my lacy elegant New Year's earrings are ready. So if you like them and you want to see more and more videos like this, it's a good idea to subscribe. Also like, share and comment. You help me a lot this way. Thank you for watching and staying here until the end. Check my membership options. You get a lot of value if you decide to become a member, as I mentioned in the beginning. Now click on the playlist that you see on your screens and continue watching.